Hello everyone, my name is Zeneika Lewis. I am a ChildLine Virtual Ambassador, and today I'll be telling you a story. The title of our story is Kilah's Struggle. So Kilah was born and raised in Port of Spain. She was an only child, but she never had the time to feel lonely because her parents showered her with attention and gave her whatever she wanted whenever she wanted it. So for Kilah, life was perfect. This all changed, however, when her parents got divorced and her father walked out her life completely. Her mother now became a single parent and had to work 2 jobs to provide for herself and for Kilah. So this meant that she was hardly ever at home. As if this wasn't bad enough, they had to move to Cuba because they could no longer afford the house in Port of Spain. So for Kilah, things took a drastic turn. Months passed, however, and she started to settle into her new environment. She started a new school. She had 3 new friends, Zeneika, Kilah, and Sammy, and things were looking much better for her. But her attitude and behavior started taking a turn for the worse. The changes were subtle at first. She would inject herself in every conversation that her friends were having, even when they had nothing to do with her. She would literally stand in the middle of them when they were speaking, and she would try to have the last word in every conversation. At first, the girls weren't really fazed because they figured it was just Kilah being Kilah. But then one day, Kilah went on social media and made several posts that said that anybody who was friends with Zeneika, Sammy, and Taylor before Kilah came to Cuba were all stupid and irrelevant, and that she was the only one that mattered. So the 3 girls got angry and they confronted Kilah. Kilah apologized and said that she was feeling quirky, but that she would try to be better. And to Kilah's benefit, she did become much better. She started being less aggressive with her attention-seeking behavior, and her friendships were back to normal. But things changed again when her mother got a new job that required her to work some really long hours and to be out of the house for most of the week. Kilah could not handle this because she felt as though she was being abandoned and neglected, just like her father neglected her, and she spiraled back into her old behavior. And this caused her friends to stop speaking to her, and then Kilah got severely depressed, and she wasn't going to school. Now at first, her 3 friends weren't really paying attention because they were still angry over Kilah's behavior. But then after a week or so passed of Kilah not being in school, the girls got concerned and they decided that they would go and speak to Kilah. So one day after school, they went to Kilah's house and they tried to understand what was going on. Kilah told them that when her parents got divorced, her father walked out, and then her mother got a new job that required her to be home even less than usual, and then her 3 friends stopped speaking to her. So she felt as though everybody left her and that she was facing the world all alone. So her friends, now finally starting to understand what Kilah was going through, apologized for not speaking to her, and they said that if she had told them what was going on, they would have understood. Kilah also apologized for her behavior and said that she hadn't meant for it to go that far, but she wasn't sure what to do. So the friends chatted some more, and before they left, Zeneika told her that she should consider going to therapy so that she could find better, healthier ways of coping with her struggles. And Kilah told Zeneika that she would think about it. When her mother came home that weekend, Kilah finally told her mother how she felt about everything, with her father leaving, her mother working, with her friends and so forth. And her mother for the first time understood the impact that everything had on Kilah. So she apologized for not being around as much and said she would try her best. Kilah also apologized for her behavior and told her mother that she wanted to start therapy. So her mother agreed and supported her, and Kilah started therapy, and she was able to find better, healthier ways of coping with her struggles. That's the end of our story. The moral of our story today is that we should never judge anybody. We all go through different things in life. Even if we have the same experiences, our reaction to these experiences might not all be the same. So never judge someone because you never know what they could be going through. Being kind to someone can go a really long way. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I really enjoyed telling it, and I hope that you learned something here that you can apply to your daily lives. That would be a great takeaway. Goodbye.